I know you see the headlines and, oh my god. This rubber dicker, he's out of control. Somebody cue the music. Hey, welcome to UFO report number 131. Hell, I think I even put the wrong number on this podcast. It's number 131, and we're back, and we're talking about the one and only rubber dicker, Scott C. Waring. Scott C. freaking Waring. What the hell is your problem? Like we say, this is not a joking matter, but this is a UFO report, and we like talking about rubber dickers. And he's the main rubber dicker. If there ever was someone in ufology that was a rubber dicker, it would be Scott C. Waring. And the rest kind of lined up after him. I mean, I was so happy last year when Scott C. Waring announced that he was leaving. He announced that he was going to hang it up. He was not going to be a rubber dicker, I guess. But then he decided to come out of retirement. How the hell do you come out of retirement from being a rubber dicker? I don't know. But you've seen what the title of this podcast is. And according to this title, Scott C. Waring claims that it was E.T. that created Hurricane Michael. Are you serious right now, you piece of rubber dicking crap? Sorry. But it's nuts. It's terrible. Apparently there was a tweet. There was a tweet by somebody named Jim Dickey, a morning meteorologist from ABC 7, station ID WZVN. And in that tweet, the hurricane looked like there was an alien skull in the middle somewhere. And if you haven't seen it, check out the logo picture or whatever you want to call it for this episode, and you'll see it. It's right there. Yeah, it looks a little funny. So much that once this was tweeted, a lot of people were saying, that shit was photoshopped. Or some people like to say potato shopped. I don't know. Whether or not the meteorologist would have done this, it's probably a good guess that he did not. But it only takes one rubber dicker to run with it. And our faithful little friend, the rubber dicker himself, extraordinaire, Mr. Peridolia, that guy, the guy who sees things and everything, familiar shapes, just happens to see, all kinds of stuff on Mars. Also saw all kind of shit in this hurricane image. Now, this hurricane is no laughing matter. 18 people have died. Over 600,000 houses right now, homes where people live, have no power. But Rubber Dicker Man decided that when he saw that image that was sent out by the meteorologist, that it was E.T. Aliens did it. Aliens were the one who caused it. And of course, if you've missed it, I'm talking about Scott C. Waring. One of the people that really needs to get purged. If anyone needs to get purged out of ufology, it is Scott C. Waring. No doubt about it, that dude has got to go. Listen, he should have stayed retired for whatever that meant. I don't even know how you retire from being a rubber dicker. But he should have done it. He should have retired. He should have just hung it all up and let us all be. Let us all just go on with our love affair with Roswell and all these other legacy UFO sightings or situations, if you will. And stop interjecting all this bullshit. Pure bullshit into ufology. And the worst part is, people like the Express UK, they pick it up. How much money does the Express UK actually make off of Scott C. Waring? Now listen, sometimes you gotta be sensitive about shit. You can't go off half-cocked the way he does in the middle of a damn hurricane. I mean, people are still dealing with it and he decides to say E.T. did it. E.T. caused the hurricane. Can you even reason with anyone like that? Does it even make sense to him that maybe it's not the right time, Mr. Waring? It's not the right time for you to stop taking your meds and start going unhinged. On his blog, on his little website, UFO-sightings Daily, or whatever the fuck that thing is, Mr. Waring wrote the following. Often I say that storms, lightning, tornadoes, and even earthquakes are sometimes caused by alien craft. It's not that we have something that's called weather. It's not that the water in the Gulf might have been a little warm for this rubber dicker storm to reach 155 miles an hour. None of that could have powered those winds, right, Scott C. Waring? It was Vader's ship that came in and decided to ramp this one up. I don't know. Listen, he has pareidolia. I get it. And this is more evidence of that. He just sees all kind of shit. I mean, he's like the Rain Man of UFOs. But really, there's a time where you just have to be sensitive. You just have to keep your fucking mouth shut and don't say anything. Just be quiet. Just shut up. You don't take a situation where so many people are suffering and people have lost their lives to say E.T. did it. Keep it to yourself. You want to put it on your shitty blog? Go ahead and do it. But don't continue to taint the topic of ufology with your nonsense. I mean, this is more than just a stretch. This is out there, even for him. I want to say hello to my buddy, Marty Angler from Angling Waters Outdoors, who's right now in the chat box live on Spreaker.com, saying, afternoon, Manny. Afternoon, Marty. And Marty's listening. I mean, he understands, too. He understands. Yeah, great. You have a thing for UFOs. I get it. You have a thing for E.T. You might enjoy a few probing here and there. And you might even simulate it at home just to get your kicks off. But when people are suffering, just be quiet. Just sit back. Write your little blog. Think twice about what you're saying. And again, I wonder, how much is it that the Express UK is making from this knucklehead promoting things like this? I mean, at what point does the responsibility fall on the Express UK to say, maybe we're not going to run with this one? I mean, I understand you're on the other side of the pond. Maybe people on the Express UK don't give a shit about the people that died in the United States. Maybe they say, fuck it. We're still going to get our clicks, our views, get our advertisers out there. 18 people less, who cares? I care. A lot of people care. Maybe it's time that we get rid of people like Scott C. Waring. Why do we need to wait for him to announce he's going to retire and then come back again? Let's get rid of him. All these hackers out there that go around taking out, all these corporations, maybe you guys should focus on rubber dickers too. Take them out. They're the scourge of ufology. They're the scourge of the internet. And they're making money off of people that don't want to sit around and do research or look at things. This is Angry episode 131. That's what it is. I'm just angry right now. I saw this article, which the link is in the description if you decide so to go see it and show the Express UK that you like this kind of garbage. But it's a situation where, again, people like, Tyler Lochner and Scott C. Waring, or Dickless, decides that the pain that people are suffering is good clickbait. And when in doubt, just say E.T. did it. It's almost like There's nothing else left to say. I'm speechless. Speechless. And not only that, now this meteorologist has his name tied together with the Scott C. Waring. You're welcome very much. You're welcome very much. Now you're tied together with ufology and Scott C. Waring and your damn hurricane image that looks like there's an alien skull in it. Jim Dickey, you just got dicked by no one other than Scott C. Waring. I say it time and time again, all the time. You cannot write this stuff. You cannot do it. Marty Angler says that it's all about dirty laundry. Anything for reads. Anything to make people come in and look at it and read it and click and show you an advertiser or two. Make a couple of cents off of each person that visits. And that may be it. But the price is being paid by everybody else because you have all those poor people who are suffering, and then you have the poor people who wasted their time to go there and visit like me. Yeah, I'm a victim too, I guess. If you have time, today, follow me on social media. I promise you, I don't put out stuff that's rubber dickery like this. By the way, that new verb, rubber dickery, was put together by no one other than Ronnie Dawson. This kind of rubber dickery is out of control. Follow me on social media, at UFO Buster on Twitter. I would say Google Plus, but they're in the shitter. But go to Facebook. The page is Manny Moonraker and UFO Buster Radio. And, let's talk about it. And, oh, yeah, don't forget Instagram. You can see pictures of Bug the UFO Hunter at Manny Moonraker on that site. But there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to put an end to things that are all clickbait. There's got to be a way for us to put our foot down and purge ufology of the nonsense. Just take them out. We don't need them. We don't need them. We don't want them. We could do without it. This is it for today because I couldn't. I am just beside myself how crazy that article was. And, in a lot of ways, you can't blame the Express UK because if there's a market for it, they will run with it. They've got to make their money too. It's just a shame that the people that are doing the good work in ufology, the ones that are doing actual research, don't get the exposure that Scott C. Waring, the primary rubber dicker of pareidolia, is getting. But I'll catch you in a couple of days, and maybe we'll have a better story of someone that means something to ufology. Someone that should be making waves in a good way, not the way Scott C. Waring does. So, from me to you, sayonara, muchachos. Ciao.